He's only entering his 4th season in the NFL. He is a 2-time first-team All-Pro, but you did give me the old man sit-down. Let me recreate it.
Man.
What is that?
I mean,
what is that?
It was hot out. It was hot out there today. You know, we had a lot of periods, a lot of plays, but you know, like AG said, it's about building that callus. So, you know, we all bought in, and we just, you know, following his lead.
Is that his biggest mantra, the thing he says over and over more than anything, or what is that?
I don't know. He said a lot of things over and over.
I've never met him. Give me some of his sayings.
Don't get bored with the repetitive things. You know, we're doing things repetitively. You know, so I think that's one of the main ones and one of the most important ones. You know, because it's not going to be something that we do each day that's so different. You know, it's the same things, meetings, practice. You know, we got to just act like it's our last each and every day.
Sauce, I didn't want to talk about the money. And then what is on this wrist? Did you practice in this, by the way?
I mean,
no way.
I started practicing it. You know, it's a Richard Mille. I just got it yesterday.
Can you tell me about this watch, please? Price is Right me, please, Bob Barker.
It's an RM11. You know, it's calm. It's not nothing too crazy. You know, I asked because Quentin had one as well, and I remember he used to practice in his. So I asked him like, "Can I break this?" And he was like, "Yeah, you could crack the glass." So then that's when I took it off.
What do you mean? What is that? You
like
broke?
This
you broke that?
Right, no, I didn't. But I asked him like if I could. I didn't know if this was like some type of like destructible.
Sauce, I could easier understand the most difficult Aaron Glenn defensive scheme than anything you're telling me right now. I don't know anything about watches. Is that watch worth like 6 figures?
Yes, it's worth 6 figures.
Like mid 6 figures?
Not
like
mid.
a pediatric surgeon salary, like 500, 600K. We're talking
it's a little cheaper. It's a little cheaper than that.
Okay, got it.
A few.
That is insane. What is the most extravagant thing you've purchased with your new amazing contract? And congratulations, by the way, highest paid corner, well deserved by Sauce Gardner.
So I haven't even got paid yet. Like to be very transparent.
Is somebody gonna come repo this? It's like,
nah,
okay.
I got this with my like marketing. Like
amazing.
My cars, house, watches, all of that I buy with like marketing money. So my football money just be like making money, you know, and bonds and stocks and just, you know, we making them, we letting the money make money.
Amazing. Aaron Glenn, like I said, I have not met him. There's so many similarities, the mirroring of you two. How much Aaron Glenn YouTubing film study have you done?
It's crazy because I did a lot of it even before he got here.
How come?
You know, because people, they would talk about Reeve, they would talk about Crow, they would talk about Aaron Glenn. So it's like, I was like, let me do my research on this because I already knew how much of a good coach he was when he was in Detroit. And then when they told me, like, you know, he played corner here, and I'm like, oh, for real? So then I got to looking at his highlights, got to looking at his head shape. You know, when he played, I think he had
his head shape?
Yeah, he had a ball head.
Oh.
He had a ball head.
Did that help him be a better corner? I'm confused.
I mean, it could have helped him be a better corner, but it's just like now he don't have a ball head, so I never knew what his head shape was. You know, it's kind of crazy.
Okay, give me something that you like from his game that you weren't expecting, maybe.
Man, him being a ball hog, you know, him just playing fast all the time, you know, and just opposing his will towards his opponent.
I like what's going on here where I'm hearing these great rumors. Sometimes there's bad rumors, but I like the ones I'm hearing about the man coverage. I want you to be sticking on that number one wide receiver. What does it mean to you that you might be given that freedom, that little shift from last year?
It means a lot. You know, my coaches believing in me and allowing me to just, you know, play fast and allowing me to just do a numerous amount of things, you know, and a lot of things to just allow me to make more plays on the ball and allow me to make more plays in general. So, yeah.
The wide receivers you face this year are pretty fun.
They always pretty fun. You know
Jamar, Tyreek.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are you most likely to suplex this year?
I don't know.
In-game action.
I can't do that. You know, last time I did that, I got a penalty and I got fined like 30 bands. So
you did?
Yeah. So I'm not really looking forward to suplexing nobody for real.
So yeah, Stephon Diggs, excited to hear that news. I'm looking forward to those battles. What can I expect?
You know, just a lot of competing. You know, I know he a competitor. I know like all the receivers that I'm gonna go against are competitors. You know, and they got like a toolbox. They nice. So, you know, I'm always trying to get better. I know they always trying to get better. So, you know, we gonna work.
I'm surprised you didn't see any suplexing in Aaron Glenn's film study. Nothing, huh?
I don't know if I've seen that. I don't know if I've seen that.
He's really emphasizing the penalties. Everybody here knows it. What's the thing he's emphasizing second most?
Just being disciplined, and that comes like penalties and discipline go hand in hand. But like that's something that he always talk about, being disciplined, and it's more than just penalties. It's pre-snap communication, like from a defensive perspective, pre-snap communication, post-snap communication. Just always talking, always bringing that energy, and we got pads on, and when you get pads on, you want to be so physical, but it's like you can't lose that discipline side of things, and that discipline aspect. So I would say being disciplined.
When's the last time you had fun?
Man, I had fun today.
Tell me.
I always have fun. Like, I'm having so much fun this year than I've had in a minute,
Make the math make sense. Tough camp, hitting to the ground, penalty, all these things. Aaron Glenn's a hard ass, but you're having more fun than any other camp. This is your 4th year now. Make that make sense to me.
Man, it's just, I don't want to like discredit anybody from like my past, obviously, because they were great coaches and everything was great. But obviously, every time it's something new, it's going to be like a change of energy. And to have a lot of coaches that come in here that already played the game and sat in the same seats as me, that's already a plus. And them understanding the game, and like I said, them allowing me, along with like Quincy, B. Steve, Cisco, like even Quentin, like my brothers, to be able to like put them in positions to make plays, along with me, put me in position to make plays on the ball and make plays in general. Like that just allows me to have fun out there. No matter how hot it is, no matter how long the practices is, that's one thing I could be happy about.
I love hearing this from you. I feel like Quinton's really bought in. He's, of course, been here a long time. You're very kind to Garrett Wilson. I saw you two laughing after practice. You guys have a really close relationship. You let him, when he got his deal, have the whole day to himself. I know that maybe felt very, like, selfless of you. I think that wasn't very selfless. I think you knew he'd get one day. You let him go first, and then you took him over. No one was talking about him, and you have it till the rest of time, and we're talking about your Millie watch.
Nah.
Sneaky Sauce.
Nah, I just wanted to give him his day, man, because like I said, I knew I was going to accept that deal right there. So, I didn't want it to be like a Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson signed the same day. I'm like, because he FaceTimed me when I was doing this complex shoot in New York. I just seen how happy he was and everything like that. So I'm like, I want him to still be happy. I don't want it to be like a joint thing. Like, I want him to be on like cloud 9 right now and just keep being happy. And like the next day, tomorrow afternoon, like we'll let the Jets know like we agreeing to it.
You guys have never gotten into it, you and him, on the field? What does that look like?
I think we did my rookie year. My rookie year we did. He was running the ball and I went to punch the ball and I punched his arm, and he got so mad. Like I think that's the only time we really like.
You got over it. I have to tell you something. I think I made a mistake when it. Like when you say something and then you right away are like, ooh. Yesterday I was at Giants camp, and I was introing Malik Nabers.
Yeah.
And I said the best receiver in New York, Malik Nabers. And then I was like, ooh, I don't know about that. Tell me how wrong I am.
Don't get me wrong, Malik. He's nice. Like his route running. His finesse, his hands, like his deception, like how sudden he is, he's very nice, and he's going to be a very great player in this league, from now into the future. But, like, obviously Garrett, we came in together, and I just watched the evolution of him, and I know he's watched his evolution of me as well. And, like, he a freak of nature. Like, his route running, his bend, his hands, like, his versatility. Like he one of them ones, you know what I'm saying? So I'm always gonna go with G, but Malik he like that, like
Just a couple more for you. I'm gonna ask you for a favor. You don't owe me anything, Sauce. You don't. Can you bring back the shutdown corner? You're the highest paid. You're gonna be tracking the top guys. You got a great gauntlet. Can you bring back a little like talking for me?
Oh, yeah,
because
sure.
I don't know. I feel like you're
talking nice about.
I don't know. I don't know what happened here because I'm just. Could you hearken the Shermans, the Talib, like there's a little something to a corner talking, and I don't. Am I going to get that from you this year? And if not, can we please?
Yeah, for sure. I know I'm gonna be talking, but I respect the game so much. So when you bring up these other guys, like even when I'm just chilling like this, I'm always gonna give everybody their flowers. Like I'm saying. That's just what I do.
There's
But,
not
like,
one receiver that you wouldn't give flowers to?
No.
Sauce. See,
Not
that
just
is called
not
mild
just,
sauce. I
not
want hot
just,
sauce for
not
2025.
just sitting here talking right here, but like if I'm on the field going against that guy, it's like a whole total different thing, you know. But
yeah, so take me to week 1, which is an incredible. Just
yeah, that is crazy.
Take me there and what you're saying to. What are you saying to Aaron? What are you saying to DK? What are you saying?
I don't even know yet.
Let's manifest it. If you were to
DK
guess.
don't even talk like when he get mad about something, or he just want to block. He want to block you hella hard. Like
you can't get to him.
That's his thing. No, I feel like I could get to him, but it's like that's how he take his anger out. Like if he get mad, he want to just go block somebody hella hard, or when he got the ball, he want to try to run somebody over, stiff arm. You know, I respect that though.
And Aaron, of course.
Aaron.
I heard you say that he hasn't shown you any tendencies. I don't know when you said that. I imagine it was when he was on your team.
Yeah,
but he has no tendency.
I mean, you really gotta break the tape down. But even if he did have a tendency, I can't say it live.
Can you give me like a little hint?
Nah, I
No.
can't, because then he gonna change it. I doubt he gonna change anything for me. You know, he been doing this for a minute, but you know, it is hard to get a beat on him.
I've heard you want to be, or you are becoming, a more vocal leader. What does that sound like?
I mean, first, me just leading by example each and every day, you know, on and off the field. And, you know, if there's something that I see that's not to the standard that is in place, then I'm going to say something about it. And, you know, I got my ways of saying certain things about stuff. I got my way of saying things about certain stuff. And, you know, sometimes it might be a little nice and sometimes it might not be as nice. But at the end of the day, it's from the heart. And, you know, I got everybody's best interest in here, you know, vice versa. So, yeah, that's what that is.
The best tweeter in the business.
People hate that I would tweet something.
I love when you tweet.
I would tweet and delete it like 2 minutes after.
Is that like a move?
So like,
That's your tendency?
anytime I tweet now, if I haven't tweeted in a little minute, but if I tweet, if you go through the comments, you're gonna see a few people like over or under. He deletes this within the next
I didn't know that.
2 minutes.
What does Aaron Glenn think of your tweeting? Is he like, don't tweet?
Nah, he haven't said that, but
But he will.
I'm sure if I was to get to tweet, he'd be like, "Yo, Sauce, like, what we doing?" You know? Yeah. But that was like the old me. Like, you know, I feel like my humor. I feel like people don't deserve that on Twitter no more, man. Like,
oh,
I feel like they don't
you
deserve.
guys don't
They
even
took it.
deserve it.
They took it for granted, man.
I feel bad we didn't talk about Justin Fields. I feel like we need.
Okay, go.
I'm trying to think what sticks out. You know, we know he's got a chip on his shoulder. We know he can use his legs. We know he's a good decision maker. I think he doesn't get enough credit for his decision making. Looked great last year when he had opportunities. What is one thing that you've noticed about him in camp that you didn't notice on film or what you've heard about him?
I mean, not an on-field thing. On field, I always knew he could throw the ball, but it's like you could tell he worked it even more this offseason. Like he's just like the throws that he's made, like across the middle, on the outsides and stuff like that has been like, you know, like grade A throws. So everybody know how he can use his legs and things like that. Like when we were gonna play him, when we were gonna play the Steelers and we didn't know if he was starting, like we had a whole game plan like dedicated just for him. You know, but seeing him here is like, yes, he could still use his legs, but he's been threading the needle for sure. You know, with his arm.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see it. Week 1 against his former team. All the storylines are there, and
Yeah.
and you're gonna just drink some tea with DK. Apparently, it's just gonna be kumbaya. Like,
Yeah, brother-in-law, huh?
let's have fun. Thank you, Sauce.